Hey, it's Brandon, and welcome to Retro Reactions, a place where I experience amazing music from the 70s, 80s, and 90s for the very first time. And today we're going to be traveling all the way back to 1980 and 1981 to listen to Jingle Jangle Joe and Like a Shot in the Dark by the incredible Arabesque. And this one comes courtesy of my amazing supporter here and over on Patreon, Shafiq Itani. So thank you once again, Shafiq, for all your support and for leading me back to Arabesque. You know I always have a great time with them. Okay, we'll start with Jingle Jangle Joe. Comes from Merry Go Bay, their third studio album. It tells the story of a former lover who has since become a famous superstar, leaving the narrator behind in his rise to fame. More heartbreak. You know they do that wonderfully, so let's check it out. Yeah, definitely, to me, a juxtaposition group here with Arabesque, you know. Her heart is broken, she's left behind, but it starts out with this upbeat, happy instrumentation. Okay. But I love when Sandra's vocals kick in. We go minor key. I love that change from major to minor, you know, from those choruses to the verses. Very, very striking. And of course, I always prefer the minor. Plenty of catchy instrumentation, catchy keyboard riffs, as usual. I think the term as usual is always going to apply to this band because they're so consistent in their music, their songwriting, of course, their delivery. I love all the punchy and staccato vibes going on here. Just adds to that energy. You know, she's heartbroken, but you can still dance to it. You can still move and groove Wow, again, that contrast, that juxtaposition. Of course, again, as usual, super catchy chorus. They always do that so well. It's usually the most memorable parts of their songs, as hooks should be. Also, such playful vocal delivery in that chorus. Again, they always do passion and emotion so well in their music. Wow. Many of their songs, I would say, feel like lively, bright, shiny heartbreak. Here's another one. And then you got the great vocals, the great melodies, and everything else on top of it. I'll give this one 5 golden records, an A score for Jingle Jangle Joe by Arabesque 1980. All right, on to Like a Shot in the Dark. Comes from In for a Penny. At least some of the versions of that album. There's many depending on the country. Their 5th studio album. It's a song about heartbreak, infidelity, and betrayal. We're staying on the same theme. Let's check it out. Yep. Like I talked about in the last song, most of those same elements here in this one. Consistency. Wow. Another great one, of course, another catchy one. Loving the disco vibes here. I guess disco was still shining in 1981. Love the powder soft and smooth lead and backing vocals. Another element that they're always consistent with. It's so beautiful, so easy on the ears to hear Sandra and all three of them sing. This one a little less happy, more dramatic, I would say. A little slower in tempo, but I'm still dancing, I'm still smiling. Again, juxtaposition. Overall, I'd call it a very smooth, gliding, dazzling ride. I love when I just, follow them. They take me on these journeys. Ultra smooth for sure. A great artistic choice, of course. The gunshot sound, sound effect psh, in the chorus. It just adds another memorable element to the song. Another nice moment, kind of a halfway breakdown moment. Didn't last long, maybe 10, 15 seconds. But I love when songs kind of fall, deconstruct, and then, of course, rise again, rebuild, reconstruct. Just makes it such a satisfying and varied journey. I did hear some strings tucked way in the back. Very subtle on this one, but I heard them, and of course, I enjoyed them. But I enjoyed the whole ride overall, as always. I'll give this one 5 super shiny golden records, an A+ for Like a Shot in the Dark by Arabesque, 1981. And thank you so very much, as always, for gracing my ears with this pleasure. Sandra Lauer, Jasmine Vetter, Michaela Rose, and of course, Shafiq Hitani. All right. That's it for now. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Anyway, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment down below. If you wish to chat about these, I would love to know what you think. So you take care, stay safe, stay hydrated, and remember to let peace, calm, and light into your day and night. And I'll see you next time in the past.